Hello and welcome to Universal Studios Hollywood. I am here right now in front of a bunch of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World Jeep Wranglers and different vehicles that are replicas from things from the film or just fan vehicles. This is for a special event happening tonight, April 28th, called Generation Jurassic. I don't know what's happening for this event. I know they were setting up outside the Jurassic World ride, so there might be interviews, but this is for a big toy launch with Target. I saw they sent out an email to annual pass holders a while ago, but then never sent out ticket invites. Anyway, we are here outside of the motor pool and actually interviewed one of the owners of one of the Jeeps, and here is a clip of that interview. So we're here, there's a Jurassic World event that no one in the parks knew what it was. So what do you know about what's going on?
I know very little, but I'll tell you that this is Generation Jurassic is what this is for, and as far as I understand, it's a what do you say? It was a Target. It's a Target Universal event, and I think that it has something to do with some new toys that are coming out.
Very exciting. So show me your Jeep here. This is so cool.
We're here with the Jurassic Park Motor Pool. This is my Jeep here, JP36. It is a 92 Jeep Wrangler YJ. I've had it for about 5 years now. I bought it with the intention of doing the paint job and putting this all together, and it's evolved since then. So, you know, it's never done. I did the paint almost 5 years ago, and then, you know, it's all the details to come together. A lot of this stuff is 30 plus years old, and they haven't made it in forever. So like these, even though these were the stock Sahara fog lights, they're real hard to come by. You gotta have a good source for them, and they don't come cheap. And a lot of these are custom fabricated, like the tow hooks here and my lights that are now covered in bugs because I came here from Denver, so I flew through a lot of bugs to get here. These are custom made. Even if you get kits, I had a friend that made the light trim kits, but getting them painted and put together and custom molding and fake wires and all kinds of stuff that they decided to do in the movies, it's a big project, but you start with the basic and do the paint and the decals, and then it's like, how accurate do you want to get? How deep into this do you want to get?
Before walking around the car, you just mentioned the Jurassic Park Motor Pool, and you were telling me a little bit about that, but
Sure.
Can you explain that a little bit more?
Jurassic Park Motor Pool is a car club of Jurassic Park vehicle enthusiasts. We've got about, I want to say last count I looked, 575 members worldwide. Everywhere from Saudi Arabia, Japan, Australia. Obviously, the majority of us are in the U.S. here, and England, and all over Europe and everywhere. So we're a big group of nerds here. They have made these replica vehicles to the best of our abilities. Many hours scrutinizing, DVD stills and pictures and everything, trying to get all the details right, trying to track down what parts were used, and crawling under vehicles and trying to decipher paint codes and those sorts of things. So it's a group effort. Lots of people over the years have done lots of work to be able to make it so somebody can make one today relatively easy. So I hope you don't mind me asking, but 36 was not in the movies. Can you explain the significance of that number and why you chose that? Sure, yeah. This is my own custom number. 36, actually, my dad used to race stock cars, and so that was his number that he raced, so it's special to me. A lot of these you'll see are our movie numbers. 29, 12, 18, 64 here must be custom. But yeah, so it's just kind of up to what you want. For sure, all the numbers have been used several times by now, but that was why I chose mine here.
So I'm curious, is there anything on this Jeep that is not as accurate as you would have liked it to be, but you got like as close as you could? And
yeah, 100% there is. It's getting more and more accurate. Actually, my dad is now a auto upholsterer for hot rods, and he actually made me my seats, and they're pretty close to. It's really hard to find the old Sahara seats in good condition, so he made me some of these, and I'm very happy about that. My whip antenna mount is not accurate. It is a close approximation. And if I would have been a little more patient, I have an accurate one at home, but it's not the same fitting, so I'd have to put a plate in and re-drill holes, and it may get there somewhere. a lot of these things are, I just finished the lights this week, so they're not yet functional, but they will be. It's constantly in progress. There's constant upgrades that I do. I repainted the interior recently and got some door pouches from a friend, and so it's in constant motion towards accuracy, getting closer all the time, but is not accurate. Yeah,
That is,
97% maybe.
so what are things on this car or on this Jeep that you had no idea how to make?
Well, so many pieces of
Like, there was no photos of, and you just had to like guess this is what it must have looked like, or...
I'm very lucky that I built my Jeep after, a lot of people spent a lot of time. So I at least had really good ideas of what I should do. I had people I could ask, but even things like the lights, there's a lot we don't know, and that we don't have great pictures from the original car before it was remade. So we're kind of guessing, and I've got friends that built them before me. So nothing on here did I have to go, how do I do that? I at least had friends that said, this is how I did it. I don't know that this is how it was, but I was very lucky to have the community around us that helped me build. So,
What do you think makes the Jurassic Park community so special?
I mean, this is my particular flavor of nerd. I'm sure that, there's a lot of them that are really similar, but, the attention to detail is probably it. I mean, obviously we don't know. There's a lot that we still don't know about the vehicles, even though, several of them are still out on display in some form of put together or not. But, probably that. It's the attention to detail. That's what I like, is kind of always pushing towards the accuracy or what the idea of the cars were. A lot of the cars, there's a car for, driving, and there was a car for stunts, and there was whatever, so a lot of times the replicas are actually they're more accurate to the idea of what they wanted to be, because they're walk-arounds, right? They're good from all angles, hopefully, and they're drivable. Not all of the movie cars are drivable, or they're not, they were built for this stunt and then they fall apart or whatever. These are probably built hardier than the actual screen-used vehicles, because those would tend to be like, okay, I've got this, I'm going to put some wires on this, and if it falls out next week, it doesn't matter because I already got the shot. So.
Yeah, well, you said you drove this from Denver. I think that's a testament to how sturdy it is.
100%, yeah.
And from Vegas too. You said earlier that this survived Vegas.
It survived the heat of Vegas and a bunch of flies to get here. So I'm pretty happy that I was very worried about my lights. Like I said, they're brand new, and I was worried they weren't going to make it, and they held up really well. So that's a testament to the people that helped me make them, and kind of just that, we're putting some extra effort into. They're meant to hopefully last.
They look great. Lastly, do you have any social media accounts that people can follow that they can learn more about the Jurassic Park Motor Pool, or about you, or any?
Yeah, check out jpmotorpool.com or Jurassic Park Motor Pool. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, those sorts of things. Personally, I'm JPJeep36. You can find me on Instagram. But yeah, come join our community. Please build a Jeep, build an Explorer, build a tribute vehicle. We've got all kinds of specifications, logos, and things you can use to get there, and we answer a lot of questions. We try to help people along. I would love if there were, 1,000 of us next year. We'll see. We've been growing pretty well. I'm excited about that, and I always want one. Yeah.
That's awesome.
This really seems like it is going to be an incredible event. Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to follow Jurassic Park Motor Pool on all social media accounts. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.